up, guys? This is the Roller.
Brie the Hut.
Estás en puro chisme y
Desmadre.
today we want to talk about that happened here in town in Greenfield, the school board meeting.
Greenfield Union School District.
Yes, ma'am.
Meeting room.
Well, I wasn't there. I did a video about it, but she was there, so she could give you guys more information, más información.
The powerful impact that I felt, the presence that I felt in that room, and also the tension at the same time was crazy. Like, the room was full to the point of where people were even outside of the door, advocating and standing up for their principal at Cesar Chavez Elementary School here in Greenfield.
Yeah.
I would say and feel like it is corruption, because from what I heard is that they forcefully made him resign with no real reason or excuse as to why.
Yeah, this corruption shit here in Greenfield has been going on for years already. It's been going 3 years, but ya la gente ya se está fastidiando and they standing up to take back the city, and it's about time.
Yeah.
It's about time, and my understanding that the principal, Cesar Chavez, he's a good guy, he's a good principal. Lo que yo escuché ahora ahí de la meeting, I did not attend, but I was watching it live. A lot of positive feedback. And of course, there's going to be negative feedback too, because he's human, he's not perfect. But my understanding that he bought that school, Cesar Chavez, who just at top of the line because of him. And nothing but positive feedback today. And I was just in shock how many people stand up for him, and students too. So, and I'm glad that I did my little part. I did a video to let the community know what's going on. And you also did the same thing.
Keep them informed. Yeah.
Keep them informed. And, hopefully he will still, like you said, they made him resign. But I'm hoping that he will stay in his job, because it will suck if they. My understanding, look, yo escuché ahora fue que they want to put another principal there that does have the credentials like he does. And I don't think that's fair, because they're just thinking about the money, they're not thinking about the kids. And I want to look at the camera straight up and say, you know what? Greenfield School Board, you guys suck. You guys don't care about the kids.
Nope.
You guys don't care about any of that. You guys
Education.
You just care about the damn money. And it's a shame that you guys over there chingando la verga. Come election, oh, I promise I'll do this for the kids, this and that. But once you guys fucking get elected, you guys forget your fucking promises. You guys just fucking corrupt and just look for the fucking money. And I know some of you guys there in the school board. If you guys see this video, you guys get offended. Well, I'm sorry. It's my fucking opinion. And I've seen this going on for years, guys, for fucking years. And I went to the same shit with my daughter. They kicked my daughter out of Greenfield, sent her to the school in King City, because they didn't want to deal with her. But when it was time for her IEP here annually, right away, oh, Mr. Hernandez, can you take the paperwork for medical? Because they want to charge him right away. But they didn't have the fucking time or anything. And when I needed help from the school district, me mandaron a la verga. Y ahí ando batallando yo con mi hija de special needs, going all the way to King City, where I used to live in Greenfield, to go all the way to King City, come back, batallando. Because the school district aquí, oh no, we don't want to deal with her, this and that. You don't want to take the paperwork for medical or whatever. Oh, it's all in our hands. Pero stop being so fucking corrupt. And I'm sorry, I'm saying a lot of bad words, but just the way I feel. I'm sorry, I'm talking a long time, but
no, it's fine. You're passionate about it.
It just fucking.
You went through an experience.
I'm just sick and tired already. Even the city of Greenfield, my hometown that I fucking love. It's just a shame that they don't care about our young people, our youth. They don't. They just fucking think the fucking money. And I understand. But, dude, kids are our future. They're our future leaders of this town. We gotta show them that there's a better way. Pero están mirando que es pura pinche corruption in the city council como the school board. And that's fucking fucked up. And
it's one of the reasons why my family moved out of Greenfield. Now, I'm still here. A lot of my family members are still here. My grandparents, my great-grandparents found their way here. So we've been like lifelong citizens of Greenfield. But the thing is that some of my family left, and for that reason, because of the schools.
And
It's unfortunate.
me, I love Greenfield. Yeah, I live in King City right now. I love King City also. It's my community because I live there, like I saw that. But my passion is Greenfield because I learned here in Greenfield to be a coach. I've been coaching for almost 23, 24 years. I know all of the parents right now, I'm coaching their kids. I'm so passionate. I love my city of Greenfield, but it just pisses me the fuck off that I'm not saying all city council members, all the mayors, because some of the mayors back in the day, they were fucking awesome. And I want to mention John Huerta. He was a fucking hell of a mayor, but people here decided to kick him out and put somebody else and fucked up the city for a while. The problem is us an airport, a museum, and nothing. They told us, oh, the marijuana the industry is coming in, all the money that is coming out for the funds, we're going to use it to do this, do that. Pura pinches mentiras. Like, we need change. We need. And I'm not a political guy, guys. A mí no me gusta tanto political stuff, but I just get tired already to seeing that.
It's for the community in general.
Yeah.
That's your passion.
And
It's the community.
And the thing is, my passion solo jóvenes, our young people, our kids, our kids. I consider the kids that I coach my kids because I'm the coach. They call me for advice so I consider that my kids. So that's the thing that hurts me the most, that the city don't care about our kids. They care about other stuff, but where are the programs at? And in school, like sometimes the community center has programs and stuff like that, but we need more. I know the city has money. Invest that money at the after school programs, after school, like I said, after school programs, sports. It doesn't have to be sports, but other stuff. Keep our young people off the street.
Mm-hmm.
And also the police department, instead of putting miedo in the community, make the kids respect you guys again. They're afraid of you guys because you guys are stopping people that doesn't even make sense. Like you guys stopping innocent people. You know why I respect the Soda Police Department, because I see those officers out on the street, advocating for the young people. They're over there talking to. They see people on the street, the young kids. They're over there talking to them and everything, introducing themselves and stuff like that. And I'm not saying all police officers in Griffith are bad. I'm not saying that, but I think some of them are, but some are awesome. I know some personally that they do communicate with kids and show them not to be afraid of the cops, if it makes sense. And I'm so married now that I might even fuck around for mayor one of these days, or the school board, because
Little roller for mayor.
it's like I love my city of Griffith, and it just pisses me the fuck off that all the shit that's going on.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that all the city council members are bad or nothing, but you guys go do a better job. If you guys want the people to vote and trust, do a better fucking job.
Do your job at the end of the day, what you were hired to do, what you're getting paid to do, not, just sit around and be fucking, like they were saying in the meeting, having their little lunches at La Plaza, and the pinche gossip and everything else. Actually fucking give a shit about this community. Actually do something. Take action. Don't just say that you're going to do something and you don't fucking do it. You guys promised.
And I know some of you guys in the comments were like, oh, if you're so passionate, how can you know about for mayor? Dude, I'm thinking about running for fucking city council. A lot of people are telling me, put your name in the race and see what happens. But it's like she said, and I seen it personally. I see some of the council members from Greenfield eating in the Michoacano, having their little meetings. In la plaza, the school boys right there comiendo puro chisme. Where putting their ass on the fucking chair and get to fucking work to see how you guys could do better for the community of Greenfield. One thing I want to say, about this is that you guys are not listening to the people of Greenfield. The city council are not listening to the city of Greenfield. You guys are bringing fucking hotels, gas stations. Gas stations tenemos hasta pinche culo aquí in town. Sure. You know, and gas stations, you can't even hire the young people. They gotta be 21 and older sometimes because of the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we need other businesses to hire our young people. You know, because it's not fair for the young people to fucking travel to Florida, Salinas, because that's the only place they get hire over there. You know, work with the small business here in town, make a program with the small businesses to hire our young people here, guys. Like, dude, I'm already fucking giving my fucking ideas to fucking run for mayor. But we don't need no more gas stations in Greenfield. We need other stuff. Like, what do you think we need, V?
I think stores, shops, but for as long as I can remember being, Greenfield resident, even as a child, I remember that my parents would talk about like, why don't they bring a Walmart? And sometimes it was discussed and they never brought it. That's when I was a child. I'm now 34 years old and still nothing has been brought here. Nothing has been really done other than, as you said, gas stations, and they put more gas stations. So and a lot of what you're saying, I completely agree. Why? Why are we putting all of these gas stations and gas stations off of gas stations when we actually need shops, we need places, we need things? Look at Soledad. Soledad, they have their movie theater. They now have their Wingstop. They now have their Panda. They now they have the Dutch Bros. And now I'm hearing that they are going to end up going through with the Ross. So why is it that Soledad has progressed so much within this short amount of time compared to Greenfield?
Yeah.
I just wonder, what is the problem? What is the issue? Now, I'm going to tell you guys, and I'm not going to lie. I was MIA from Greenfield because I moved to Soledad for a few years. And then I went to Monterey. That was my first apartment. Story for another time. And I came back to Greenfield. And now that I've been in Greenfield, it's going to be 2 years that I came back home. To me, this will always be my home. I went to elementary school here. I went to middle school here. I did high school up until my last 2 years because I could not stand going to school anymore. I couldn't. Not in this area, not in school, not with my fellow students. I'm sorry if you guys are watching this, but it was very difficult for me because I was going through so much and I felt very misunderstood. But I still lived here in Greenfield. I still lived here. And when my brother was really sick, he lived here in Greenfield. My grandparents are lifelong residents, have been here for 60 years. And nothing really has changed. I see the back roads, like on 13th Street. It looks like shit back there. Why hasn't there been anything done to the road? Because it's out of town? That's bullshit. So then where does that fall under? Because Patriot Park is on 13th Street. Why haven't the roads been fixed? I wonder what happens with all the money. I think Greenfield residents should know, okay, they got this thing passed, they got this grant, they got this. Where is the money going? We want to see it, exactly where it's going and what's being done. Now that I'm back, I want to see. I want to see. And I'm going to continue to open my mouth and say something because it's just not fair. It's not right.
And to your point is that also to me coaching basketball, and I see the director of the sports here in town. I'm not going to mention his name because I don't want him getting in trouble, but he knows who he is. He's over there asking the Greenfield High School for permission to have our games there on Saturdays. Or renting the Greenfield Memorial Hall for us to have practice. And then the same day that we have practice, they cancel it because an event happened there. So the kids had to wait another day for practice. ¿Qué le cuesta the city of Greenfield? If you guys have the money, build a fucking red center with basketball courts and stuff like Soda.
Yep.
Where the YMCA used to be at. Right there, they have the basketball courts, they have a gym. Right here by the fucking Arroyo Seco school, the big log there. I heard that you guys were bringing one a course there with swimming pool and everything. I hope that's true. I hope that's true. And like I said back, they promised us a museum, at the outside of Greenfield with the RV parkings at. They told a museum with airplanes and everything. Everything's ready to go, and all of a sudden it stopped. Because of the mayor, John Huerta. Oh no, because of the mayor, Lance Walker. Oh no, because Bob White. Y ahí los llevan como pendejos a la gente. Oh no, echando mentiras, mentiras, mentiras. Pero también la gente de aquí de Greenfield tiene it's their fault too for not stepping up. And you know what? Yeah, some of you guys like, how can you step up? You know what? This year I am going to step up because I'm already sick and tired of seeing my town the way it is. Especially with the youth, like I said, I'm coming back to the youth. You know, that's what I care about.
Yeah, because they're the future.
To the future. You know, and right now, like if we have the Shell gas station, 8 p.m., Chevron, 2 Chevrons, Fast Trip, the other gas station, 6 gas stations here in town, guys. 6. In my understanding, they bring the other gas station. Oh, it's because of the truck drivers, the semis and everything. When do you see fucking semis always right here in Greenfield? Doesn't make no sense.
No. And no offense to the gas stations that are open. Thank you guys. We appreciate you guys' business and everything. That's not that. It's just that we want to see more for this community. We want to see more in this city. More. And I do get it. Shop small. I understand that. Shop small. Support small businesses. And that's what we do. We shout out and support small businesses. But in order for a city to thrive, we need some food. Look at Soledad has Food School, but yet there's still the little markets there in town.
Yeah. En que su gente, sorry, so the people have their preferences.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. People are still gonna shop where they're gonna shop.
Yeah, tienen su gusto la gente. You know, and I know if I'm not mistaken, and somebody could correct me, a couple years back, Greenfield was so close to getting a Walmart.
Yeah, that's what I was talking
But
about.
the thing is that some of the council members decided not to vote for it because, again, the small businesses. I understand the small businesses. I support local small businesses. I love them. You know, without them, the city of Greenfield will not be the city of Greenfield. To be honest, or King City, or all that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to take nothing away from them. You know, nothing. I'm going to go a little bit off topic too. Even the courthouse. I don't know if you remember it. Oh, I'm going to bring the courthouse to the city of Greenfield. Across the street for the police station. That never happened because
so many projects just. But why? Why? They're just questions and there are opinions. So I don't want anybody to come at us all crazy. We're just talking and discussing why and where and how or what the heck is going on.
Yeah.
Us as a community want to know. I know I'm not the only one. I know he's not the only one. We want to know what the heck is going on. Maybe we should start attending the city hall meetings and seeing what the heck is going on.
And this is nothing to do with Republican or Democrat.
Yeah, no.
I mean, me vale verga.
This is community. This is all community.
This is from my community. I don't give a fuck about Democrat, Republican, all that stuff. For me, it doesn't matter. I just want the best person for the fucking job. If you're a Republican or you're a Democrat or you're independent, but I want the best interest for the city of Greenfield.
For every job.
You know.
Whether it's a mayor, council member.
Yeah.
Board.
And again, I want to say this again. I'm not saying that all police officers are bad. That I'm not saying that they're bad. You know, but I think they could do a little bit more better. You know, the school board, pues si se diga. The school system here in Greenfield, and I'm sorry guys, is a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah, and to get rid of, I'm not saying not all teachers or principals or whatever don't care about their students, but in this case, how we're discussing the principal that they forced to resign, how all those people came today to that room to advocate because he cares about the students, to the point of where other people from other schools from here, from Greenfield, came to also help advocate for him as well. It's insane to me that somebody who actually cares about his students, cares about his school, cares about his faculty, his staff, where people literally, everybody that went in there praised him, everybody. And the most heartbreaking thing to see is a mother a mother stand up to that podium and speak her piece. And not only that, it's so sad. I understand that we all had a 3-minute window to speak, but they cut her off and then they threatened to call the cops. What the fuck was that fucking bullshit about?
And that's the thing that's kind of funny. The school board se queda con muchos pinches huevos. Aquí, you know what, esto, lo otro. But right away, if anything goes down, oh, let's call the cops. Face the
The
people.
reality.
The reality. Face the people. Don't be fucking scared right away. I want to call the cops. I want to call. Because what I saw today, they're all corrupted. They're all corrupted. Family member hire other family members.
That are not qualified.
They're not qualified.
They don't have the degree. They don't have the certifications.
And I know some people are going to see this video, and I know some people, you guys have family members there. Don't take this the wrong way, because you know you guys want to say, oh, I want to follow, I don't want to follow him no more, this and that. Hey, I'm not saying this in a bad way, but you guys have to understand where I'm coming from. Because me as a father, as a special needs child, that the school district did not told me to go fuck myself, and told my daughter, you know what, get the fuck out of here and go to King City. That fucking bugs me. That still hurts me.
And it's the reason why one of the main reasons why I don't even have my own child in this. I have him homeschooled. I homeschool him from home.
My other child's
because
homeschool.
He's special needs.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, and the thing is, yeah, that's what I my daughter already graduated from high school and everything, and thanks to who? To the school district in King City, because they care for my daughter. They was there. They brought her along real good and everything. They treat her like a human being, not like a fucking dollar sign. Because I remember one of the school board members that are sitting right now there told me one day, because I went to go ask them about my daughter, because they told me, oh, we don't see the child as a child. They see them as dollar signs. That fucking blows my mind.
That's insane.
That blows my mind. You know, that blows my mind. Pero como digo, gracias a Dios, my daughter already graduated. She's out of school already. You know, my other child, he's in homeschool, because there's no way I want to put him back in the school district here in Greenfield. But like I said, I have nothing but love for Greenfield. But do better, city council, school board. Do better, guys. Like, stop thinking about the fucking money or how can I make my life. I understand everybody wants to make their lives better. Everybody, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
but you're there to protect our children. Nuestros niños. Están ahí para proteger nuestros niños. Not to fucking take advantage of that shit. You know? You guys are there to... Us as parents, we trust you guys with our kids' educations. And what I saw today about the parents complaining that the school district here knows not good, and that the principal for Cesar Chavez was on track, the students up there. I was wondering why a lot of kids would like to go to Cesar Chavez. Now I know why.
And it's one of the top schools.
Yeah.
It's one of the top schools, and the principal has won 2 awards. 2 awards for his hard work, his dedication to his school, to the children, to the staff, to the faculty, to everything. Blood, sweat, and tears, go into that type of position, into that job. Certain qualifications, certain amount of years of school. I stood up in that podium today, and there was so much I wanted to say, but I was shaking, and I just couldn't believe it. I just could not believe that a hardworking individual such as him is just that could even happen, because that person didn't do anything wrong. They did nothing wrong other than care about their students and their school. And
the thing is, and I understand a lot of people like, oh, well, he's a principal, he should be perfect, or literally you're a coach, you gotta be perfect. We're human. Even the Bible says, if you are free from sin, throw the first rock. Nobody can do that, because everybody sins. Everybody make mistakes, but.
And we learn from them.
Yeah, you gotta take that. Let's just say if they made a mistake, you gotta take that thing and just you have to resign because this and that. Dude, look at what he's done. Look at his track record. record on the school. What the school was before, what the school was when he's there.
One of the parents was talking. She was one of the loudest in the room, and I'm very happy that she was one of the loudest in the room because it pains me because my child is an autistic child. And to see her say that the previous principal saw her child to say, oh, that's the child with autism, instead of treating the child equally like the other
Oh yeah.
children. But this principal, she said that he would be like, oh no, come here, my so and so, and no, like, treat him as almost like as his own, you know what I mean? And nothing different. Oh, come on, let's go. Like, get him excited for school. To be honest with you, me being in school through my fucking elementary and freaking middle school, and even I've never seen a principal give a fuck like that.
Yeah.
For her to have said that he went out of his way for her child, to accommodate her child, to be there for her child, it just like made my heart just feel like, oh my God, like I've never in my life, I've been in the principal's office, not for good things, but I wasn't a bad kid, you know what I mean? And I never saw the principal unless I had to go to the fucking principal, and that was very rare.
Yeah.
But for that parent to say, my child has autism, and he cared and didn't treat him like the way the previous principal did.
And I understand because where you're coming from, because, and I want to do a shout out to Mrs. Enguenza. She was the one that told us about my daughter autism. You know, she's the one that told us what to do and stuff. So a shout out to her and to Mr. Dominguez here in Greenfield. That teacher there, Mr. Dominguez, and Mrs. Winter, I'm never going to forget you guys. What you guys did for my kids. Because you guys treating them like other, like, how can I say this? Not like, oh, they're special needs. No. You guys treat them equally. And that's for something for me that is special. It's special that no me la, no dicen, oh, este niño está especial, que treat them a little bit different. No. You guys treating them como un niño normal, if it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so many things that I went to with this school district for my two kids that have autism. Man, I'm glad that my daughter's out of school already. A María, mi esposa, cuando iba a IEP meetings, ella no sabía nada. Y nomás dije, oh yes, oh yes, sign here. Y lo hacían como querían. But when I fucking started going to the fucking meetings with the IEP and everything, they got mad. Like, oh no, no, it's not that. I used to fucking go to all the fucking paperwork, and I got a fucking advocate. And as soon as they thought that was what people, they were giving us demands. But so parents, if you guys have a special need kid, autism or anything, you have an ARP, don't just no vayan a firmar los papeles. Read it. Get somebody that knows what they're doing to advocate for your child. Because believe me, the school district will fucking take advantage of that shit. And I know because I lived through that shit. Hasta que I said no more. And I advocated for my kids. Y me la pelaron. You know? Por eso. And you guys not alone. If you guys have any questions or about AOP, IOPs,
Mm-hmm.
I forgot.
IEP.
Yeah.
Individualized education plan.
Yeah. Send me a message. I'll be happy to help you guys. You know? I'll be happy to be there for you guys. You know, but today what I saw, it was something special. The community came together for that principal that loved the, and I know I had a lot of negative comments on my Instagram about him, but gente que no sabe lo que están hablando. You know, if he got one of the child in trouble, maybe they deserve to get in trouble. You know,
and even then they were talking about that his discipline is not where he's yelling or getting it. even getting the child into trouble. Exactly. The discipline was more like a guide,
Yeah.
was guiding them into the right direction instead of a punishment, or instead of, like what they
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
that's what they were saying in the meeting, that it was more of him guiding than it was a punishment.
Yeah. It's the same thing
And
with me.
sometimes our children just feel a little bit misunderstood.
Yeah.
As a person who struggled so much in school with problems at home, I always felt very misunderstood, and I wish that I would have had somebody like that in my life that would have understood a little bit better and cared. The teachers didn't care at the time.
You
You know,
see,
they didn't have no counselor or anything like that.
and it's like it's with me. Again, I go back to my coaching career, like with a coach. I have ahorita tengo ya ya papás adultos ya that they see me in town and like, coach, it's been a while, yeah. You know, I want to say thank you because you believe in me. You believe in me while I was younger. You give me the opportunity. Tú me diste la oportunidad de jugar. No, otros coaches no me daban la oportunidad. Tú me lo diste. You saw my potential. Ya son adultos. Ahorita ya son grandes. Like, they give me a hug. Like, coach, thanks to you, I got my confidence. Now I play more sports, juego deportes y todo eso. You see, with me, I take my coaching job serious, but not to the point that here, oh, you have to do this, o tienen que hacer esto a huevo. Sí, lo voy a dañar, pero lo voy a dañar buenamente, if it makes sense. No voy a estar, punish him, like, or punish, no. That's why a lot of kids love me being the coach, because I'm not the coach. I'm like the friend, that a cool friend. I'm coaching them, but also having fun. Because I want them to come back next year. Like, oh, you know what, Coach Jesse is there. If not, I want to go back because I want to feel that experience, or quiero jugar.
And remember that it only takes one person in your life,
Yeah.
one person, to have a positive impact that changes that person's life.
For me, um, when I used to play flag football back in the day, well, because of my condition, mi condición no me dejaban jugar. But I remember one day I was the backup quarterback, and my boy Jonathan, I know he sees my videos, and Coach Cruz, I was a public, una escuela privada de Soledad. They let me play. They let me play for one quarter, and since that day, that like she said, it takes one person to believe in, and they believe in me. They let me play, and wow, like, it changed my life. It changed my life that day. That even though que no puedo jugar, I cannot play sports because of my condition, but I fucking love coaching. And I don't have to be physically, um, how can I say that? Physically on the field, like, coaching es aquí la cabeza. So si yo da unos assistant coaches to help me coach, yo con eso tengo. And my sister's valid, she could vouch for me when I was younger. I had a soccer team here in Greenfield, and I won the championship in King City. I won the championship, and the trophy was bigger than me when me lo dieron. And they were telling me, like, how did you win the championship in soccer and in football? Si nunca he jugado ese deporte. No, I never played the sport, but I study it. And that's what I was telling Bree. And she said it takes one person. That's why I make it fun for the kids, because I want them to come back. I want them, like right now, si algo me pasa a mí, I had that legacy of Greenfield, like, oh, Coach Jesse, coach me. And that's for me something special. That's something that nobody could take away from me. Nobody. And I'm sorry, guys, I hate being emotional, but it just, like I said, this shit is passionate to me. It's mi pasión. The sports and the jóvenes. And it fucking hurts what the fuck is going on right now. That they don't have support for the city of Greenfield. I wish, oh my god, dude, like, fuck. Take off for me a little bit, dude. I gotta fucking calm down.
Well, for me, I felt really lost in high school. It was my sophomore year where I felt like I just kind of wanted to give up. I had all F's or D's. And
Damn.
yeah, it was really bad. There was just too much stuff going on at home. It was so
And
bad.
Sancha, I think I was me too. Put those F's. No, these. Put those F's.
It was so bad. I was going through a really bad state of depression, and like being 15, 16 years old, you can't really, and that back in those days
Yeah.
and that time, wasn't really like something to be like, oh, that's nothing to be depressed of, or depressed is something for people who are, I don't know, fucking crazy or whatever the fuck that stupid stigma is. But it was really bad. I didn't care. I didn't care about showing up. I didn't care about anything, nothing. And and I remember going to the district meeting in this for with the principal and everything, but it was in King City. I was going to Greenfield High School, but I went to King City, and they were asking me, why were you missing all this school? And I'm not gonna lie to you, I also felt a lot of bullying from school from my other classmates, like because I was very misunderstood. I would show up to class with like my PJs, and I would walk the mile, and
Welcome to your club.
I the times that I would dress nice, I would be made fun of and stuff like that. So I just, not only was there problems at home, but I didn't even feel comfortable even going to school. And, they were getting me in trouble instead of talking to me and saying, hey, what is the real issue? What is the real problem? What's going on? And when I told them, oh, well, I felt I was being bullied, and they just said, well, the only thing is, why didn't you come to us? Instead of saying, oh, well, when did this happen? Like just asking me actual questions instead of getting me in trouble, say, well, you should have came to us and you should have told us. But anyways, I did not go back my junior year because I didn't feel comfortable going back to school. So I was homeschooled, and I want to give a shout out to my tia who was there for me, who helped me with my homeschooling journey. I didn't get to thank her on my graduation day, but I'm thanking her right now. And my teacher that I had, who truly believed in me, I wanted to give up. I was like, I'm a smart person. I love when I went to college, I was like happy. But anyways,
You went to college?
I'm even going to college right now. I just haven't finished.
But are you like 75 already?
Shut up, ass. I'm
Okay.
34.
My bad.
But anyways, I came across this teacher who I'm not gonna mention her name because she knows who she is. She helped me so much. She was alongside my tia. She was the one that truly believed in me. She wanted to see me succeed, and how I'm telling you, it takes just one person.
Yeah.
And because she wanted to see me succeed, she went above and beyond for me to make sure that I was gonna ace my classes. And because of her, I got excited for school. I was getting A's, 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 maybe like 1B, but they were all A's, to the point of where I caught up with my credits because I didn't think I was gonna catch up. I was almost 2 years behind. But I graduated on time, and I ended up in a way graduating with honors through that program. I stood on that podium. I gave my speech. I thanked her because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have fucking graduated high school. And it's not that I'm dumb. It's just that I was going through so much shit, and I felt so lost, and I felt so misunderstood because, again, there were so many problems going on at home. I came from a broken home. I was living with like my aunt, to going with my grandparents, back with my aunt, to with my parents. Like I was like this, back and forth those last 2 years of school. And it was even hard even after I graduated because I felt, in a sense, homeless. I didn't really have a place to stay or a place to live or nothing like that. And with the good grace of God, my grandpa opened his doors to me. I tried going to college, but it was healed. And, healed ended up going out of business or whatever you want to call it. So I didn't get to finish. But when I was there, I did get academic achievement because I was actually excited to start, a new path in a journey to school. But it was because of that teacher. Because of her, she gave me that push that I never thought that I was gonna, that inspiration that I never thought I was gonna have or get. And my tia,
Yeah.
she was the one that helped me.
So
Because you need a parent, to help you.
You you graduated. You know what that feels like. I didn't graduate.
You didn't graduate?
I never graduated high school
Why didn't you graduate high school?
because I just made it to the 8th grade. That's it.
Shut up.
I was so bad that I don't know. Like when I was younger, everything was fine. Like okay, atendía todo bien. I understand everything. But once I was getting older, I don't know. It just maybe dyslexia. But back then,
Yeah. No, there wasn't IEPs or nothing like
yeah.
that.
See, so and I was going to go to the high school in Florida. I was going because I graduated 8th grade, and they told me no, I didn't have enough credits to put me back, so I couldn't go to Florida High School. And then my parents didn't want me to go to the Florida High School because like they thought I was going to get bullied. But my cousins are everything, so I never went to the high school. I went back to the school, and like, oh no, you didn't have enough credits. So in 8th grade that year, oh my god, I used to get detention every fucking day, every day.
You weren't behaving, sir? What was going on over there?
Like I said, like ya la homework, ya no me hacía, I didn't.
You didn't care.
I didn't care anymore.
That's how I
But
felt.
believe me, when I was younger, I knew the Bible inside and out. They used to give me Bible stickers because I know all the verses and everything. And I used to pass everything. But once I was getting a little bit older, I don't know, like I said, maybe it was dyslexia or something. I was messed up my words and everything. But like I
Yeah.
said, back then, if you tell them you have dyslexia, when they hear, oh, está loco.
Yeah, that's how I felt about my depression.
And I remember every time I used to fucked up with it because it was a private school, it was a Christian school.
Yeah.
I used to clean the fucking kitchen like every fucking day or pick up the trash and stuff like that. And detention almost every day,
Oh my god.
every day. But that's why, like with me, when I saw my kids graduate, I was imagining me up there because I lived the graduation to them, if it makes sense.
Yeah, no.
Because you nunca. And I'm surprised, like a lot of people, like, oh, you already graduated, you're so smart, this and that. No, the smart is from the streets, if it makes sense. Lo que yo he aprendido de la vida. And don't get me wrong, yeah, everybody needs their education, they need to go to school and stuff. But me, and I'm not afraid to say it, I didn't even graduate, guys. I just made it to the 8th grade, y ahí valí pura shit, se me vino todo para abajo. Pero a lot of people are encouraging me right now to graduate from high school or get my GED or get whatever to do. But I feel like I'm a little bit old, but like,
It's never too. You're
they
never
told
too
me if we could, ¿cómo me dijo mi friend? Dijo, if we could, how the fuck did he told me something about fucking old dog? They calling me old fucking dog. If an old dog gonna know a new trick,
Yeah.
they get fool. I'm not even that old. Fool, I'm 42. Like damn.
Well, I don't mean to put one of my family members on the spot, so I'm not gonna mention names or who it is, but just gonna say family member. One of my family members, if I'm not mistaken, they got their GED really late in life. I would have to say, like in their 40s, maybe. Yeah, I think it was around their 40s, and they got their let me see how to explain it to you. They went and they started working with like nursing, helping like right there, like one of those, not a nurse, but like I don't
Yeah,
remember the
I know,
position,
yeah.
like a medical assistant, I
Yeah.
guess. And then they ended up just going for their nursing, and now they're certified. So it's, and that person's older already. They're hitting, I think, 60s or in their 60s already. I mean,
That.
it's never too late to get anything done. I'm 34 and I still haven't gotten my college degree. I'm sorry, I changed my major like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, she don't know what she wants, guys.
No, now I do.
She said she wanted to be a cheerleader for the Cowboys, and
Oh, that was my dream when I was little.
yeah, but it's so sad that she's going for the Cowboys.
But no, so I got, my family's from Texas, so something's had to stick with me from Texas. I know your family's also from Texas. I'm just saying, for me, something had to be from there. My teams are all over the place. Full. I'm a San Francisco Giants fan. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. I'm a Chicago Bulls fan.
How the fuck you want to be a Cowboys fan and a Giants fan?
My teams are all over the place.
No manches, de
That's
veras.
my Cali team. Giants.
Wow.
Don't judge me, guys.
Well, I need to get a Sanchez that goes for the Niners, guys, not for the Cowboys. Damn. I'm sorry, B. You want to get fired? You get fired, or you gotta wear a Niner jersey?
Oh no. That would break my dad's heart.
It's
Hell
okay.
no.
I'm okay with that.
No. No, I didn't do that to my dad. Sorry.
Am I invited to your house with the Niners play the Cowboys?
My siblings are Niners fans. They did convert. They converted.
See?
I didn't convert.
Wow. Well, I did not know about that, about you. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm taking applications for Sanchez.
Shut the hell up.
Me la mandan on TikTok, Instagram, or TikTok. Doesn't matter. Or on YouTube. You know, but they have to be Niner fans.
Anyways, I did just want to go back to the whole it takes one person thing. Imagine if for me it was my teacher and for you was your coach and you to many others I can't even talk right now.
Oh, hold
To
on.
your kids that you coach. Hold on, because I'm gonna lose my thought. The kids that you coach, you know, to come up to you and tell you that. Now imagine a principal that's been principal for so many years. Not just touch one student's heart, but the hearts of all the children that that have come across that school.
Yeah.
And the parents. Because us as parents, we need advocates too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, go. Sorry.
No. And quiero hacer un shout out. Y se me fue la onda hasta ahorita. Me acuerdo que está in the moment. The person que me comenzó en soccer, que me dio la oportunidad to be a coach in soccer, is Ernesto. Ernesto, here in Greenfield, he used to coach los Pumas, back in the day. And el que me ayudó bastante tú, y todo el tiempo voy a estar agradecido con él y me apoyó. Nomás que dejé un tiempo de no mirarlo, pero me apoyó, me estaba apoyando, me estaba echando porras y todo eso. Es el viejón, Martín, el la Fayuca, que le digo que es mi padrino. El
Shout out
viejón.
to the viejón.
Él me apoyó, like, a él lo conozco ya, I know him like for 21 years already. Y él y Ernesto fueron los que me apoyaron. Y también mi pinche cuñado. Mi cuñado también, él también me daba fuerzas que le echara ganas y todo, you know. Pero ya Ernesto, él creo que me comenzó el soccer aquí. Y el viejón Martín. They're the ones that put me to soccer. You know, pero un shout out para pinche viejón. Para que me, ya lo mencioné viejo, para que me dé mi pinche torta. And Ernesto, yeah, voy a estar muy agradecido con ellos. Like, they're the ones that started me. Is that, that's what they want to see right now. Like, dang, I forgot about that, yeah. Pero un saludo para ellos.
No, shout out to viejón with the best economic food with the best flavor here in town.
No, viejo, no le voy a dar nada, me lo da a mí. Me da la torta, un sopita o algo ahí. Okay? You just saying that if you want a free torta.
You just want another gorda.
Maybe 2 or 3. I'll take your application, guys. Let me know. I'll take your applications here.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, applications.
Ain't nobody gonna be me but me.
I don't know. Are you sure about that?
Yeah,
Now that you say you're a Cowboys fan?
There's only one and only Brie the Hut.
Nuh-uh. There's another one. Dun, dun,
Other
dun.
fucking Brie the Hut.
Yeah.
You tripping.
Yeah, just wait.
Oh yeah, that's one thing before we close. Did you know that what Brie the Hut stands for? Or the Hut stands for?
Know what?
So a lot of people talk shit about my weight. And I kind of beat them to the punch. You know Jabba the Hutt, right? From fucking Star Wars?
Yeah.
Brie the Hutt. Jabba
Yeah.
the Hutt.
Yeah, but you're more sexier and prettier. Especially when you double chin. Oh, guys. Yeah, you know, we're locos. But thank you guys for supporting the channel. Like I said, we're going to post some more content here, but somebody forgets about it and allow to post. I don't have the password. She don't want to give me the fucking password to pull videos in there. But
I'll
anyways,
give you the password.
Like I said, I'm taking application for Sanchez. Or what do you say? Gorditas.
You said you wanted more gordas.
Application for those two.
Gordas de pinche chicharrón
Oh.
del viejón, güey.
De comida. Yo pensaba que las otras gorditas. Anyways, apenas cuidado con esta. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for stopping by and checking out the video. And this is Little Roller. This is Puro. Ay, güey, I forgot. Puro chisme.
Y desmadre.
Ya estamos para la próxima, ¿eh?
Ruby the Hut.
Oh,
He always forgets about me at the end.
Sorry, la gordita. La Sancha. Alright, guys, que pasen buenas noches. Peace out.